Today's Versus rebuild is using a retro database by Mr. Tiny. So let's go back in time by 10 years and play FM14 on FM24, where a mega dad wanted to manage Real Madrid, who dominated Europe during this period, winning 4 Champions Leagues with a prime Cristiano Ronaldo. While I was taking over Barcelona, who was coming out of a period of domination, but still had a 26-year-old Lionel Messi. So let's see how us taking over these two Spanish giants changes the course of history. The semi-final first leg, you won 13-1. You beat them 18-3.
That's some semi-final, isn't it?
Yeah. Why did they turn up to the second leg?
I don't know.
A reminder of the points tally is as follows. You gain 1 point for a higher league finish, 1 point for a victory over each other, 1 point for eliminating each other from a cup competition, 3 points for a domestic cup win, 4 points for a domestic league win, 5 points for a Europa/Europa Conference win, and 7 points for the Champions League win. Right, Dad, a trip down memory lane.
Yeah,
retro versus.
It certainly was, yeah. I mean, the teams were going to be obvious of who we wanted to take over. I always thought Cristiano Ronaldo was the best player in the world, so I automatically wanted Real Madrid.
He wanted the team that won, 4 Champions Leagues in this period of time, whereas Barcelona won one.
Gareth Bale's a Spurs player as well, so I wanted to take over Gareth Bale. That was my main reason, really. I looked at the players and I thought, well, Gareth Bale was playing for us. I want to take over Gareth Bale.
Okay, let's have a look at what you did the transfer business in the first season. Now, to take you back, this again is the 2013-14 season. So the likes of Casemiro has just signed for Dad, as well as Carvajal from Bayer Leverkusen. What Dad has also done is sell Sami Khedira.
Yeah, I had a few players already in that position, which I felt would keep him out of the position.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll cash in on this guy, give me a little bit more money, because I had no budget to play with. I wanted another striker to come in.
You brought in.
And there's a bit of history with this guy, innit? When I seen he was available, I said, I've got to have this guy. I used to play Football Manager back in the day, and this is when I used to play it when he was available, and he was my first player that I always used to go and buy.
Yeah.
Anytime I needed a striker, Holt was your guy.
Yeah.
So when he came up, I was like, I've got to have him. So
before he ended up, what's he now? Married?
He's a Frank Kessie to when I was younger.
He was, yeah. Now he's married his own niece or something like that in real life. Questionable decisions. I think he's even got her knocked up. Anyway, Hulk has joined you from Zenit for £25 million. It's a good deal. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists for you already.
Yeah.
Very good start. We'll have a look at your full team as well as your tactic. You're going very attacking.
When you look at the players that I've got who play up front, I mean, don't put my strongest 11 in there. Come on, why wouldn't I go attacking with that team?
So you've got Gareth Bale from the left, Hulk on the right-hand side, Ronaldo and Benzema up front.
What strike force that is.
Isco, of course, in the centre attacking midfield role.
What a player to have coming in.
Yeah.
Only 21 as well.
Xabi Alonso.
And then just to sort of like make sure it's just solid backer. This guy, what a defensive midfielder he is.
You've got a young Rafa Varane, 20 years of age, coming into the lineup. Well, he is unbelievable. Yeah. Next to Pepe.
Look how young he looks there.
30-year-old Pepe. Sergio Ramos then goes to the right-hand side.
But he's another player. So how could I improve any one of these positions, really?
Yeah, Marcelo on the left and Casillas still in goal. He's 32, though. He's coming towards the end of his career. Which means your bench had Di Maria and also Luka Modric as well.
I couldn't get him in the team.
Some world-class players just sat on your bench, which is quite funny. So, great start, I guess, having a look at that team. Let's have a look at what I've got, because being manager of Barcelona in this period of time meant that I had a young Lionel Messi. Younger. So, Neymar has just signed for the club. I didn't sign him. This was what happened in real life. This is the season that they spent £50 million on bringing over the South American sensation himself. Quite interesting.
He looked good there as well.
Got injured straight away, which he does have a bit of an injury proneness, I think, on this game. Annoyingly, it's also the season they sold David Villa, which was one of my favourite strikers ever for Barcelona. So that was sad that I didn't get to use him, but still. Let's have a look then. Tactic. Now, I brought nobody in because I only had £20 million, and you can't really improve these teams with £20 million players. Dad managed to do quite well bringing in Hulk, to be fair, but there's not many in that. I've got Messi on the right-hand side, and that's because when you go pick best 11, he slots into the centre, well, the striker, and I want him to play from the right. I've gone for a very realistic approach in this first season. So, Messi from the right-hand side. Neymar on the left. You got Alexis Sanchez before his move to Arsenal.
Yeah.
In fact, is up there. Iniesta and Xavi, the 2 best midfielders ever.
Yeah.
Put together with Busquets. Oh, what a triangle I've got in there.
Yeah.
Which make Cesc Fabregas and Mascherano on the bench.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got Poyle. What a captain.
When we were doing this video, I actually spoke about him, how good of a captain he was for Barcelona.
All those 20s.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So good.
35, so I very much doubt he'll see the 5 years, but it's just class I get to spend a little bit of time with him.
Look at the guys he got beside him, though, as well.
PK there. Yeah, amazing. Dani Alves, the best ever right back.
Yeah.
Him and Cafe, he's won the most. He's won the most trophies.
Yeah.
Alba on the left, of course, still going. Jordi Alba.
Yeah.
And then Victor Valdez in goal. That's a blast in the past, ex-Man United. But he's leaving on a free transfer at the end of this season. So I will have to bring in a new goalkeeper. That is when he makes his move to Manchester United, I believe.
Yeah.
I've got a very good bench as well. Let's have a look at my fixtures first in the start of this first season on this Retro Versus. I've played 3 games and I have scored a lot of goals.
Oh, unbelievable, yeah.
7-2 in the first game away from home, 5-1 against Villarreal. Lionel Messi got himself 4 goals in that game, and then a 4-1 win against Real Valladolid. He got another 2 in that game as well. We are going to see Messi levels of goals from Messi, which is great, because this season on Football Manager is harder than ever to get your striker to score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Last season was easy. The amount of times we've seen Erling Haaland get 60 goals in a season, or even our strikers get 60 goals in a season, it's not been that easy this time round.
No.
But now we have Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. We should be able to do that. I'm in the Champions League, of course. We can see my Champions League fixtures as well, looking at this. Now this, I believe, keeps the group stage as it was all the way through.
Yeah.
So we don't go into the new format. But my group stage has Ludogorets, PSV, and Bayer Leverkusen in there, so that should be a breeze. I should be able to go through that quite easily. Dad's fixtures then. Let's have a look at how you've been getting on. You dropped points in the first game.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
At 1-1, a 92nd. Pepe own goal.
Yeah, I can't believe that. So that's the way it goes, isn't it?
After that, though, you took your anger out on Valencia, 4-1, 4-2 against Granada, and then a 5-1 against Athletic Bilbao. Some big results there.
Oh, getting a goal as well.
Look at 5 different goal scorers.
Happy with that.
Yeah. Your Champions League fixtures look like this. You've got Copenhagen, you've got Celtic, but also you've got Chelsea.
Yeah.
And this Chelsea team
they are a good side.
is managed by Jose Mourinho.
Come in there, the chosen one.
And there are some incredible players, this Chelsea side, because you've got the likes of Samuel Eto'o. Kaku's on loan, I think, at West Brom or Everton. It's on Everton. Juan Mata, before he moved to Manchester United, was one of the best midfielders. I think he won Player of the Season. Oscar, of course. You got Ramirez. This was one hell of a Chelsea team.
Well, all the way through, we were commenting on what players they were buying and what strikers they had for a start, wasn't it?
God, yeah. Eden Hazard's in there as well. Looks really good. Kevin De Bruyne, when he was crap, because he moves back to Germany before he goes to Man City.
Peter Cech in goal.
Yeah, so an unbelievable side. A really good team.
Yeah. Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming to the end of his career, but
David Luiz,
what a left
Essien.
back.
What a midfield.
Yeah.
So you've got to contend with them.
Fernando Torres was there
which
as
I
well,
believe they won
career.
the league in a couple of seasons after this.
Yeah.
Because this would have been the season that Manchester City won the season after Fergie. And then I think it's Chelsea again. I'm not quite sure. People can correct me. But yeah, my memory's a little bit musty around after Man United stopped winning the league. For obvious reasons. But yes, this is going to be a lot of fun. The point system is exactly the same as this. So even though we're going retro, it still is a game on. It's game on versus rebuild against each other.
The 2 best teams in the world, I think, at this present time. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
All right, first season then. Let's simulate it and see who gets the bragging rights for season number 1. First season, Barcelona are your champions. Come on, let's go. 102 points as well.
Well done.
94 goal difference.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
2 games as well.
102 points to your 97. So 5 points clear.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. I only lost 2 games. Did I lose against you?
Come on. I need some points now.
No. Ooh. That's a great start. Some 4 points and didn't lose any as well. Did I draw? 5-5. What a game.
We said it was all going to be about the strikers, didn't we?
That was the home fixture, which meant I beat you away at the Bernabeu, which was a 5-1 win. How did you not get sacked?
As I was disgusting.
That is a disgrace. Right, okay, we're on Barcelona right now. Let's see. Did I capitalise on that? On top of those 5 points? Oh, runner-up in the the Spanish Cup. That's not good.
Look at you, got knocked out by the Champions League.
Chelsea. Just who we mentioned.
Yeah, we said that, didn't we?
Just who we mentioned. I tell you what we didn't check, though, because I'm just seeing it down there. Lionel Messi got 43 goals.
What I will say, though,
right wing.
What I'm worried about now is if Chelsea got that far, Chelsea was in my group.
They were. Oh, did they knock you out? That would have been hilarious.
No.
Or you finish second, you get an harder draw.
So Messi scored that many goals, did he? Ooh.
43 to Ronaldo's 40.
Ooh.
Benzema with 26. You had the highest average rating.
My two
Ronaldo
strikers are there, and average rating as well.
You got all three of the highest assists, which is mental. I had the highest goal clean sheet, but you didn't. But that makes sense because my goal difference is slightly better. So I think maybe you were so attacking, obviously. We've seen your formation. You were scoring a lot of goals, but that obviously led to you conceding quite a few as well. But yeah, Lionel Messi.
Bragging rights for strikers to your team first season.
16 mad matches in a 38-game season is absolutely mental, isn't it? First season, Spanish Cup, runner-up. Let's not click on it because we don't know who beat me in the final.
Yeah.
It could have been you. And we know that's obviously points for knocking them out and that. So let's have a look. Omega Dad, what did you manage to do in season number 1? Champions League! So that completely wipes my 4 points for winning the league.
Boom.
Or 5 points, whatever it is, for winning the league. It is 4 points, plus the 5 I got for beating you. Borussia Dortmund in the final. I mean, they had a great time back then, Borussia Dortmund. They had a great team.
Yeah.
Lewandowski, Marco Reus, Aubameyang. Aubameyang might have not been there yet. Gareth Bale with 2 goals. And you were down to 10 men.
Get in, Gareth.
Oh, Aubameyang was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there. But yeah, they had a great team. They don't have...
And it was at Wembley?
Yeah. Gundogan was there on the bench, didn't even come on. That makes no sense. I think this is the year that I bought the Gundogan shirt.
Is it?
I had the Dortmund Gundogan shirt this round about this year. They don't have Lewandowski. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he's decided to leave. We'll find out. Maybe Jurgen Klopp as manager. Lewandowski went to Chelsea. Marco Reus went to Man United in the January. Lewandowski, 81 million.
How many strikers they were having, wasn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable. And they still managed to get to the Champions League final. Probably, had an easy draw along the way. So you're the Champions League winner, Dad. 7 points straight off the back. But you didn't get to the Spanish Cup final, which meant somebody else beat me. You were knocked down the 4th round by Cordoba. Atletico Madrid. That's annoying because that's a huge opportunity for me to gain back those points.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. If one of us gets to the final and the other one doesn't, you've got to
win, capitalise on it.
Definitely.
Yeah, Jordi Alba sent off in the first minute.
Oh,
that's cost me.
Yeah.
Even though I went 1-0 up with a 7th minute penalty from Lionel Messi, they capitalised on that extra man. That's a shame. All right, okay. They had a great team, by the way. Have you seen Atletico Madrid's team? Just to give you an idea of what we're coming up against. Arda Turan is there, and he was amazing around about this time. Thibaut Courtois is obviously their goalkeeper before he makes his move to Chelsea.
You forget he was there before Chelsea, didn't you?
Yeah. Simeone is one of his first seasons there. I hate that man so much. But they do have a great team.
Every Englishman does.
Yeah. Alderweireld before he went to Tottenham. Some great teams that they've got. By the way, the link for this will be down in the description if you want to download it. It's a fantastic database. It's very well put together. But okay, let's have a look then at the squads and how they got on. So we're looking at yours, Dad. 53 and 51 games from Ronaldo with 14 assists. 33 from Benzema
with 15 assists. So they were just assisting each other, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
Di Maria,
done well
21.
when you think he wasn't in my starting lineup.
Yeah, Hulk played the majority of the games there. 18 and 25 assists.
God almighty, they were all helping each other. I mean, Gareth Bale 25 assists as well.
Yeah, amazing. 14 and 13 from Isco, who is unhappy. Lost all trust in his manager after just winning the Champions League.
Are you having a laugh, mate? Played 46 games, really.
Yeah.
Two off the bench as well.
Luka Modric only started 11 games in his prime.
I've made him my main player, wins the Champions League, and he loses his trust in me. What did I do wrong?
Well, don't shoot the messenger. Let's have a look at my Barcelona. The league-winning Barcelona team. 51 and 51 with 17 assists. We've got Alexis Sanchez. He isn't that great, to be honest, if you look at the star ratings here. And 12 finishing. It wasn't rated that highly back then, let's just say. 20 goals and 7 assists from him. Neymar with 20 goals and 7 assists. I think I'm a striker away from an unbelievable team here.
100%, yeah. When you look at my strike force, how many goals they scored and assists compared to yours, you'd have thought, my team was the team that won the league, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I also have an unhappy Lionel Messi because he wants a new deal. But that's absolutely fine, Lionel. The 300 grand a week is clearly not enough. We need to give you more money. That makes sense. All right, let's have a look at the points tally for season number 1. In this first season, then, Omega Luke accumulated 5 points in total, but Omega Dad got himself 7 points, meaning the total points, of course, is Omega Luke with 5, Omega Dad with 7. Very close start of the season. You come out of nowhere there with that Champions League win.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Transfer budget-wise, Dad was given £82 million this summer.
More than yours, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I had 52. So we had huge wages, so we could maneuver it around a little bit. However, I was a lot more active this summer than what you were.
Yeah.
And that's because I had a massive transfer bid come in, but we'll get to that in a second. Dad signed 2 players. Didn't sell anybody, really.
No, I mean, I just looked at the team. My strike force, I just couldn't improve on that.
Yeah.
No way could I improve on that with 82 million. So I thought, well, I've got a defence that's getting a little bit close to the old times, really.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, let's bring in a couple of young defenders.
Otamendi, very good on this game.
I mean, we know how good this guy is.
Yeah.
And how better he gets as well as the years goes on. So I thought that was such a good buy for... What was it? 24 million?
Yeah.
For him to be sat there on the bench if I need him, or if someone gets injured, he comes straight in.
Yeah, so you denied him playing with Vincent Kompany at Man City and brought him here instead. And then you also brought Danilo in, £41 million.
Another position I thought could be a little bit weak if I had injuries. So
yeah. All right, okay.
I'm quite pleased with the 2 signings that I made.
Kept the same tactic, which would be silly if you changed it, of course. You just won the Champions League in best 11. Ramos stays there. Pepe stays there. The 2 players came in, didn't actually go.
But that's what I expected them to stay there. There was no way I could improve them 2 players.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was just getting a really good reserves in, really, I felt. And building for the future. So that's what I've done.
Right, okay. Before we have a look at my transfers, though, I bought you a Christmas present.
Oh, here we go.
Got him a Christmas present. Now, the funniest part about this was I asked everybody, what do you think the Christmas present is on Twitter? And the answers were hilarious, mainly about Frank Kessie.
I was going to say, is it something to do with Frank Kessie then?
And here he is! And imagine if he walks in. That would have been unbelievable, wouldn't it? All the way from Saudi Arabia. But let me just get the Christmas present for you.
All right.
Right, now this is a serious present, actually.
What is it?
As much as I was joking around about Frank Kessie walking in, that's for after recording, all right? He's going to turn up for a cup of tea.
I thought you were going to turn up on Christmas Day.
No, this is a very serious present.
Right.
And I thought I'll give it to you on camera because it's quite special, actually. So here you go. Merry Christmas and thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. I'm a bit nervous what this is now. Oh, wow. How did you manage to get another one?
So...
Oh, that's brilliant, mate. Thank you very much.
Just like the one that we've got on the wall back there, you can get a second plaque for creators who have, obviously, more than 1 people on camera for editing team and stuff. So I went and got you one as well. Because you are as much of this channel as what I am.
That means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Because I wouldn't have got to the 100k if it wasn't for the fact that you are on this channel.
That's brilliant, mate. Thank you very much.
So you definitely deserve one as well.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much. Right.
Thank you guys out there as well. You're the ones that made it possible for us.
Yeah. Now, let's have a look at my summer.
Let's get back to the serious stuff, mate. Yeah.
Right, so as I said, I sold a player for a lot of money, and it was Cesc Fabregas. Just sat on my bench.
I mean, you kept on saying, I'm not going to sell him. They have to be silly money to come in and buy him. So you just put a silly offer in.
They come in for silly money. Manchester City, £139 million. They were so annoyed they couldn't get Otamendi. They chucked money at me instead. I'll take it. Because in my team, Xavi is like 34. And he's not as good physically as I think people remember him being as good physically. Yeah. So it was kind of a good change. As much as Cesc Fabregas is incredible, again, that natural fitness is a little bit lower. I like my midfielders to be a little bit better than that. So I went, and to be fair as well, I also sold Pedro for 71, who wasn't getting into my team either. Is he a £71 million player? I don't think so. No. I think PSG overspent then. Yeah. And then £24 million for Bojan as well. So I went and got Ilkay Gundogan because he was one of my favourites at the time. It broke my heart when he went to Manchester City because he was favoured to go Manchester United at some point, and I absolutely love the guy. Physically, he's a lot better.
How well did he do at City as well?
Yeah, all right. As soon as he did, I was crying into my Ilkay Gundogan Dortmund shirt. But I only spent £98 million, so I had a good £50 million worth of profit. Yeah. And I actually improved my first 11 because he goes in there instead of Xavi. So that made more sense. £98 million. That was really good, considering they bought him for 3.1, 3.5. That's
better business than you ever do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's incredible stuff, really. But then you'll recognise the other 2 names. Now, Victor Valdez, of course, left on a free transfer. He went to PSG, as you can see over here. They stole two of my players. Tello actually went Man City too, so they both stole two of my players. Akinfeev, back then, was one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
Yeah.
Incredible goalkeeper. And on the game, he's insane as well. 28. A very good goalkeeper from CSKA Moscow for 20 million. That's mental. Yeah, very good.
So you still got money left over from
I still had a lot of money.
Yeah.
So Sadio Mane joined us. £58 million, 22 years of age before he ever moved to Southampton.
Yeah, this is a good signing, I think.
Because I think this might have been the year that he moved to Southampton. It might have been the year after, but £58 million from Salzburg after he had 2 or 1.5 seasons there is a great pickup.
Yeah.
For what he looks like, and he's only 22, and he has that potential to grow into a player. That was my Pedro replacement as my backup winger / attacker, because he can do a bit of both, to be fair. Then finally, I needed a striker. I didn't really have one last season. We were playing Alexis Sanchez. I don't really rate Alexis Sanchez that much on this game, so I went and got Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea. And the reason for it, Chelsea has about 9 different strikers right now, so they were willing to let one go, and I brought in Big Ron, 21 years of age, 17 million, was on loan at Everton in the Premier League, did okay, but yeah, I brought him in. And if you take a look at Jose Mourinho's team, they actually spent more money on strikers, so they got Diego Costa in the summer as well, which is funny because they actually made that move in real life a little bit after that, of course, from Atletico Madrid for £82 million, and then Lewandowski. Where are you going to put Lukaku?
Yeah.
And they've already got Eto'o, and they've already got, I don't know, probably Shevchenko still knocking around or something. Drogba, I don't know. They were willing to let them go. I brought in Romelu Lukaku, and I think that's a good signing for 70 million.
I do rate him as a striker. It's just unfortunate for club level, he just doesn't do it, does he?
Yeah.
For some reason, but you put him in an international shirt, he's a different striker.
Yeah, I agree. 4 goals, 1 player of the match so far, the 8 average rating. That's very good. My tactics, I'm sticking exactly the same because, again, I won the league. I know you won the Champions League, but I still won the league. And when I put Lukaku in now, Messi slips to the right, which is exactly what I needed to happen.
Yeah.
Gundogan comes into the lineup too. I actually think this is a better team than what I had last season.
100%, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned why Puyol drops down to the bench instead of Mark Bartra. I mean, Mark Bartra is okay, but it's Carlos Puyol. You're putting Carlos Puyol into the team, whether you like it or not. I would have Carlos Puyol on my team now at Man United just because he's so good at organising and telling players, you know, you're doing this wrong, you're getting to the right position, etc.
But you wouldn't have the people talking in the changing rooms like they do at the moment, would you? You'd be sorting that out straight away, wouldn't you?
Terrified of him, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Carlos. That's my lineup. Looking at that, let's have a look at how I've got on so far. 4-0 win against Dad's Real Madrid at the start of the season.
Bad start from me, innit?
I forgot we played each other at the start of the season.
Lukaku as well got off on a good one there.
4-0, Lukaku in his debut, 6 minutes in, El Clasico, gets a goal. Sadio Mane got one as well. Not even scoring with Lionel Messi.
Good start for your new players then.
Then I only scraped by and beat Real Zaragoza, but I guess when you play the harder teams in the league, it's tougher games. Real Valladolid, 4-0 against them. Not bad at all. Now, I do have Champions League fixtures. Let's have a look at them. My group stage, Manchester United, Zurich and Fiorentina. Manchester United still managed by David Moyes, which obviously didn't happen. At this point, David Moyes was sacked and Louis van Gaal came in. This would have been Louis van Gaal's
I think that was
season.
a bad decision by Man United taking him on that time. That was a proper... He's my mate. I think you should take him on by Alex Ferguson.
Yes, I agree. I never wanted him, unfortunately. I really wanted Jurgen Klopp.
I'd like him as a manager, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think he's doing a good job at West Ham, but not for Man United.
Yeah.
At the time, I don't think it was a good decision.
At the time, I was praying for Jurgen Klopp.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you knew a lot about him as well, didn't you? I mean, a lot of English people didn't know much about him. I didn't know much about him, but I mean, it's quite a few managers that you've wanted to come in at Man United that hasn't or
gone elsewhere.
Yeah, and they've been so good, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, but
because at one point I wanted Pep. There was a time where I was shouting for Pep. There was a time. I mean, I was the Mourinho shouter.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. I was calling for Mourinho. We got Mourinho. It didn't end well. However, I don't think that's Jose's fault. You know, we've seen how bad the board are, etc. around that time especially. So there we go. But they got Marco Reus as a key player as well. So can't argue with that. Very good Man United team with Fiorentina and Zurich in my Champions League group. Okay, let's have a look at Dan's fixtures. We know already he's lost 4-0. But you also beat Napoli. After losing to him in a friendly, you decided to play him again in a friendly, even knowing you have to play him in the Super Cup. You beat them 3-1. Bounced back in the league, though, with a 7-0.
And a 6-0.
And a 6-0.
It's a good start, really, apart from your game.
Well, yeah. Your Champions League fixtures, you also have a very good English side in there. Oh, no, you don't. You have Arsenal.
I like that. Well done, mate.
Oh, sorry, Arsenal fans. I couldn't resist that. That was too good. Still with Arsene Wenger in the team, they've got Mesut Ozil, who at this point had just been signed from Real Madrid. So the returning of Mesut Ozil. You've got them, Dynamo Kiev, and Monaco.
I'll be disappointed if I didn't go through there.
Yeah, I mean, they do have Falcao. This was the year Falcao was there, 28, and he was exceptional around about now. I mean, last season he got 20 goals and 31 appearances after his move from Atletico Madrid. So Falcao is knocking around, but will they knock you out of the Champions League? That is the question.
Hope not. We're the champions.
Well, yeah. I mean, you are 7-5 up, but after that win, it is now 7-6.
Yeah.
Let's see how we get on in season number 2. Let's simulate it. Season number 2, and Dad is back.
106 points.
Imagine getting 103 points, not winning the league. That's mental.
I think the biggest thing there is the amount of games we both drew, really.
Yeah, just the one game.
So I lost 2 games. So I know one of them was against you, so I'm praying the other one wasn't.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense, yeah. So you lost 2. One of them was against me, away from home. We know that was 4-1. Yeah. Okay, I lost 3. One of them was against you. 3-2. Close one, though. It's a very close one. I saved face. I drew to Real Valladolid. I mean, I wouldn't have won me the league. Don't matter anyway. No. I lost too many games. Yeah. I mean, the loss to Villarreal and Athletic Bilbao is why I didn't win the league, but you also drew to Bilbao. You scored 150 goals.
That's insane, isn't it?
That is mental. Ronaldo got 35. Benzema got 27. It's not even as high as what they got last season. No. Lukaku got 26. Where's Messi? He got a high average rating. Gareth Bale's there with 28 assists. Bloody hell. Yeah. That is absolutely mental, isn't it, from Gareth Bale? 25 years of age, and he's unhappy. Lionel Messi with 11 man of the matches, and you had the highest clean sheets. So your 2 defenders that came in, whether they played or not, they had an effect. Maybe they just scared Pepe into playing well this time round. But there we go.
What a surprise. Who got the most yellow cards?
Yeah, Sergio Ramos. He loves a yellow, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're on Barcelona right now. So, how did I get on in the cup competitions? Because that meant that the score was now 8-6 because of the 2 league wins. Plus, you get another 4 points for winning the league. So that puts you up to 12-6. I need a cup win because now you go 12-6 ahead because of the league win.
Yeah.
Oh, runners up. And a loss in the quarterfinal by Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League after they stole a few of my players.
We got players in our team.
Okay. Let's go over to Dad. Let's go to Dad. Competitions. Oh, get out. You won the Champions League again.
How many winners is there? I've done the treble, boy. I've done the treble.
Back-to-back Champions Leagues. I mean, we know they're very good in this point. They won 4 in how many seasons? But you're almost replicating it. Beat Bayern Munich in the final 2-1. Hulk with both goals.
What a signing.
Look at their team that they've got back then as well. Toni Kroos, obviously, would go on to play for you. Ian Robben played for you and Chelsea. Frank Ribery, Thomas Muller. This is an unbelievable Bayern Munich team. Thomas Muller was only 25. A keeper,
one of the best keepers in the world.
One of the best right backs in the world as well. Their only questionable players is their 2 defenders, their centre backs, Boateng and Munoz. But they got David Alaba on the left. Javi Martinez, I think, one of the best CDMs on the planet. Mario Götze came off the bench. This was when Mario Götze was like winning the World Cup for Germany. Yeah. Unbelievable team. Jadon Sakiri, you beat them 2-1 in the final. Man of the match, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So last season, Gareth Bale won the Champions League for me.
Yeah.
This season, the Hulk won the Champions League for me.
Yeah, the Hulk, he calls him. The Hulk. The green comic book character.
Definitely, yeah.
The Hulk. And you won the Spanish Cup and the Super Cup. So you won a point against me for beating me in the final. You also won the 3 points for winning the thing. On top of the 7 points of winning the Champions League. That's 10 points right there. Plus, obviously, winning the league. Another 4 points and beating me 5 points. I'll do the maths for you. Don't panic.
I've lost it.
You won the Spanish Super Cup, but you beat Atletico Madrid and you knocked me out. Which is another point. You don't get any points for winning the Super Cup, but you eliminated me, plus beating me in the game. So that's 2 points.
What a season that was.
We'll have a look at your squad. 47 goals, 17 assists for Cristiano Ronaldo, 39 and 12 for Karim Benzema.
Gareth Bale at 35
assists.
Unbelievable.
Look how many players got above 10. Even Alvaro Morata's there with 11. Okay, your trans budget next season, not that you need it, is 185!
Mate, I've just won the Champions League twice.
185 million pounds. Where are you going to spend that?
I don't know.
That is mental. I better have over 100 million because I need to sort this team out now after that bad season. 34 goals from Big Ron, 33 and 15
good start
from
for
Messi.
his first season, I think.
Yeah, all right, patronising, isn't it?
No, I'm being honest here. That's a good start, I think. Because he was only 22 at the time.
The trophyless season. Trouser budget next season. 40. What is going on here?
Less than the season before.
What is going on? Have I got debts? A little bit. I'm now the one in financial turmoil. Speaking of financial turmoil, we finished the race to the Prem recently, and the full compilation is out. So if you haven't watched the Wrexham versus Notts County series, where we start off in League 2 and we do 10 seasons against each other, just like this format, I'll leave it at the end of the video. You can click and watch the full series now.
Brilliant.
It's all finished. I think it's the best thing that we've ever done.
Oh, no. Yeah, by a mile, I think.
And the amount of people who have watched it and say it's the best series they've ever watched.
Yeah, we had so much fun, but it was difficult as well. Wasn't
it? So make sure you check that out. I'll leave it at the end of the video for you to watch. The Race to the Prem full series is out now, and we're starting the next series, which is Glory Hunter. So make sure you check that one out.
So looking forward to this.
That's going to be next Sunday. Okay, so the points tally for season number 2, Omega Luke with just 1 point, and Omega Dad with 18 points, which takes the total tally, Omega Luke 6, Omega Dad 25. Okay, there's a big gap now. 19 points. But we can see with just a treble win how quickly the tide can spin.
Definitely, yeah.
But
the two Champions Leagues, it done me so well, yeah. It's just blown you out of the water, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
but you also have been given 185 million.
You could turn that around and you could win 2 more, so it could happen, couldn't it?
Yeah, not all the money that I'm getting.
But the teams that we've got are quite possible of doing it, though.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what you need a fortunate break, in the draw or something like that, and you're in.
Yeah. Let's have a look at where you spent your money. Before that, actually, let's have a look at what you did to increase your money, because you sold Luka Modric to Chelsea.
Well, I mean, it's getting to that age where and he just wasn't getting into my team.
He wasn't getting into your team, no.
So I thought it was good money, really.
55 million
making Chelsea weaker.
Yeah. And Yaramendi for £30 million to Bayern Munich.
Yeah. Another player I just don't think was getting into my team. So.
But the talk of this season was you trying to sign their player, Javi Martinez, and him turning you down.
Yeah. Oh.
You had a bid accepted.
Yeah.
Offered him a good contract. And he signed a new deal.
And it was a better contract than the deal that he signed.
Than what he signed.
So obviously he just didn't want to leave, did he? So I was a bit disappointed with that.
So instead you signed Jeffrey Kondogbia for 97 or 87 up front, 97 in total, from Monaco, 22 years of age. Good French midfielder, young French midfielder.
Yeah, I thought he was good.
Goes on to play in the La Liga, of course, with Sevilla. Oh, actually, he played there already, and then he moved to Monaco. But there we go. Good midfielder, to be fair. Very good.
One for the future. I brought him in for that.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso still knocking around for now, but he is there for the future. Then, this was one that annoyed me, because in my head, I was thinking, I'd like to sign Luis Suarez at one point during this and get MSN going. But no. Dad signed him. And I couldn't get him last year. I didn't have enough money. But you had enough this year.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
£84 million.
I mean, when you look at my strike force and you think who's up there, did I need another striker? No, I didn't really, but if one of them gets injured or two of them gets injured, I've got another one coming in.
Yeah.
So that's what I got him in for. And
so
with that big budget, I thought I had to buy some really good players, because the next season I might not have this budget. So while I had it, I had to buy very cleverly.
What I think happened was Liverpool dropped down into the Europa League. Whereas the season before they were in the Champions League. Yeah. And that meant that Luis Suarez had an £84 million release clause for teams in the Champions League. Because last year, when I was looking at him, it was £140, £150 million, which I didn't have, so I got Romelu Lukaku
So I had
instead.
him for a bargain, really.
Yeah, so you got him for almost half the price of what I was looking at getting him in for.
And he's hit the ground running as well.
Yeah, he's got 2 goals and 3 assists. Because last season, he only got 10 in the Premier League. It's very unlike Luis Suarez.
Yeah.
But there we go. Those are the signings that you made at the start of the summer. And then you brought in 2 backup players in Quintero as your Isco backup.
You're looking at this sort of player and you think, this is a backup player. You think, what team have you got? But like you say, he's a backup. Never get an injury. What a player to come in.
Absolutely. And Fabian Schär, of course, doing very well now for Newcastle in the Premier League. But back then, when he was at Basel, coming through as a wonder kid, £10 million. The 23 Swiss-year-old defender. The 23 Swiss-year-old? The Swiss 23-year-old defender. Tactically, you didn't change it. Why would you? You just won the bloody treble.
Yeah.
And your best 11 looks very similar to what it did last season. No changes, in fact.
Suarez went in and
oh yeah, Suarez went in actually. Yeah,
Ronaldo went to the right.
And Hulk is. But I think when we were doing it, even when you were asking your assistant
kept on changing
per game, it was like Suarez would be over here or it'd be here, and it would be all over the place.
It was a case of one of them gets injured, you just had another world-class striker to come in one of those positions, and it was easy enough to, like, just seen there, Cristiano Ronaldo moves to the right, which is where he likes playing as well.
Okay, let's have a look, see what I've done to recuperate this season. Didn't sell anybody, unfortunately, but I did buy one player, Nkulu. So David Ospina was last season again. Nkulu was the only player I brought in. Centre-back, Cameroonian. I remember him being exceptional on this game in FM14. £54 million from Marseille. Good pickup, to be fair. Actually comes into the starting lineup, of course, because Carlos Puyol dropped out. Mark Bartra came into the team. Didn't really like Mark Bartra as much as what I like Nkulu. A lot better physicals, I think, and his position of 18, you can't deny, is absolutely incredible. So tactically, we look like this. We've changed it. I had to do something after your treble winning season. Now, the reason why I've got Messi in the shadow striker role there is because when I do quick pick, he goes into the advanced playmaker role. I didn't really want that. I wanted Iniesta to be in that role. So when I put shadow striker as Messi, Iniesta goes in the advanced playmaker, which is what he is really good at. Neymar still on the left. However, lots of injuries from Neymar. In fact, as I mentioned, injury problems. If you take a look at this, major one last season, he torn his hamstring, was out for 2 months. So we've had a lot of trouble so far. Forgot to mention as well, in the first season, he was out for 6 months from damaged cruciates, and he broke his ankle in the same year. So I forgot to mention that. He is very much injury prone. Thankfully, last season, Sadio Mane played quite a lot of games for us. He's developing quite well with Sadio. So he played 22 games in the end. So yeah, he must have done all right. But that's my team looking like going forward. Nkulu goes into it. The rest of it looks very similar to what it was before. How has it performed? Well, we're looking okay. We've only conceded in the last 2 games there. We also defeated Atletico Madrid, the third best team in the league, 3-0. Got a 5-0, 4-0, 3-2 against Levante, but it was a 92nd minute consolation goal, and a 4-2 against Sevilla there. Quite a comfortable one. We were 3-1 up at one point after they equalised through even Rakitic, who I believe Barcelona would have signed round about now. We haven't played each other yet. That comes down to November, but my Champions League fixtures, look who I've got. Chelsea. And that's a difficult group. Ajax went, they had Daley Blind back then, look, with his wonderful hair. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. I think by now he would have signed for Manchester United, but at this point he was still there. Got Chelsea. So, difficult group, but let's see what you've done at the start of this season, season number 3. You lost the Super Cup to Spurs. Oh, that is match fixing at its finest.
Any team but that one. But then again, I'll take it for that.
Match fixing.
Get out of it. Come on.
Christian Eriksen with 2. Soldado with 1 against his old team, Real Madrid, who he'd come through the youth academy there from. But you beat Osasuna in the first game of the season 4-3. 6-0 against Sociedad.
And then look at the goals all scoring now, look.
6-1, 7-1, 4-1. Think at this point.
Scoring for fun.
Yeah. Benzema was just having a laugh, wasn't he? Like, he scored so many, 8 in 5 games there. So, not bad at all. But your group, Manchester United. You do have a difficult team in your group. Manchester United.
And Juventus.
Yeah. Club Brugge as well. So the Juve teams, Carlos Tevez, he's in there for anybody who was interested. Antonio Conte is the manager. They've got Pirlo. They've got Pogba is there as well. So they've got a very good team. Bonucci is only 28, so this was a good year for Juventus. And they've also bought the wonder kid of this game, which was Victor Fischer. He was very good in this game of FM14. He was there too. Okay. Manchester United, though. Do they still have David Moyes in charge? They do. And they've also bought Arturo Vidal. He was a monster, though. Look how good he is. Absolutely insane. For £43 million from Juve. That's
a good buy.
That's an unbelievable buy for 43. David Moyes. What a manager.
Take it back.
They just lost the Community Shield to Chelsea, interestingly, after just seeing that. Let's simulate this 3rd season, and I've got a big points tally to catch up with, so let's hope for a very positive season for the Barcelona boys. Let's simulate it. And I'm back! Winning the league. Oh my God, you dropped off huge.
Lost 7 games.
Wow.
13 points you beat me by. I think that's the biggest one so far, isn't it?
I dominated. I was first from September. 4 games I lost, but you lost 7.
I mean, really, you lost 4 games, and that's the most one of us has lost.
Yeah, for a while.
If you take mine out,
yeah.
Because it was 2 and 3 that when we were in the leagues with, wasn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable. But did I lose to you? Oh, I did. That's 1 point you get. I could really have done without that one, to be honest. I could have done with you drawing me, but I drew against Real Betis, which means I did beat you in one game too, 3-1.
Yeah,
you lost all away games. You were terrible on the road.
Yeah.
That's that attacking
really
tactic,
bad,
though.
isn't it? Yeah, definitely. I mean, look
at
the 2 ones there.
Profile, Lionel Messi's back, 44 goals.
Yeah.
Putting him in that shadow striker role was genius from me. 29 goals from Ronaldo and 27 from Lukaku. Lionel Messi getting the highest average rating. Gareth Bale, 19 assists. Hulk with 18. One thing we need to check, actually, is after we look at this, is the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's always going to be a season behind.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd season. We'll only see 2 Ballon d'Or winners. But it's going to be very interesting to see whether Lionel Messi and Ronaldo keep chopping and changing it.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I would think they probably would, especially the way the goal scoring's been going.
And I think, was it 2018 Luka Modric won it?
Yeah.
You sold Luka Modric. So who wins it?
Yeah.
Because he won it after the Euros, wasn't it? Or the World Cup, sorry. The Russian World Cup. That's the year that he won it after they got to the final. So that'll be quite interesting
So
to see
your
what he
keeper
does.
got the clean sheets one.
He did. Akinfeev,
Yeah.
new goalkeeper the last couple of seasons.
That's a good signing then for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Kulu, obviously, was my defender that I signed. So they did very
You got the
well.
yellow cards again?
Yeah, Sergio Ramos is up there with most yellows. No surprises there. Okay, we're on Barcelona. I could really do with a cup win here to try and start clawing back some wins and a Champions League. Oh, I've won the Spanish Cup and I've won the Super Cup, which I know you'll be involved in. So that could be an extra 2 points right there.
But you needed that Champions League.
I needed the Champions League as well, because that huge 7 points, like, it just changes things, doesn't it? Okay, so the Spanish Cup. Who did I beat in the final? Huelva.
Still could have knocked me out of it.
I could have knocked you out along the way, yeah. I mean, I could have asked for an easier team.
Seeing I'm not in the final, you had to win the final.
Yeah.
We said that earlier.
So that's good. That's an extra 3 points right there. And
Yeah.
top of the 4 points from winning the league and 5 points, obviously, for beating you in there. The Spanish Super Cup, 7-1 in the final. Woo! Look at that. That's 2 points right there, baby. Let's go. Well happy with that one. So, how did you get on in the Spanish Cup? And did you win the Champions League 3 years on the bounce? That would be insane. No.
Oh, no. Arsenal knocked me out.
Arsenal knocked you out, but Granada knocked you out of the Spanish Cup.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah. So, the Champions League was won by Manchester United, beat Tottenham in the final.
No.
Amazing. I love that.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
David Moyes. What a legend.
We've got to take it back, all what we said about him.
Because Tottenham used to have Villas-Boas.
Yeah.
Eric Lamela was your best player.
Bambi, as I used to call him.
Yeah, so how the hell did you get to the Champions League final with Soldado, Lewis Holtby, Anna Bayor? I mean, Ericsson, obviously. Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon got you there. Harry Kane is there.
Michael Dawson as well, really.
Yeah. Harry Kane is there with 1 game and 15 appearances off the bench.
22.
Awful. Absolutely terrible player. That's crazy, isn't it? How good he actually becomes.
Yeah.
But back then, wasn't rated at all.
No.
So there we go. All right, okay. Tottenham Hotspur on penalties. Let's have a look then at the squad. We're on yours. 35 and 34 starts from Ronaldo. 26 from Benzema. 21 from Suarez. Is there just too much firepower that sharing it round is not...
When you look at all the
Not
assists,
helping.
all the assists as well from that player onwards, that all really top.
All very good.
Yeah.
6 players with double.
Otamendi has played 38 games.
Yeah, so he's
I'm
coming
surprised
in.
with that he's come in so
It's,
early.
Pepe
really.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Varane's playing 45.
Yeah, because Pepe's only started 5 games.
Yeah, that's
Ballon d'Or.
interesting.
Can we look at the Ballon d'Or then?
Well, let's have a look at my squad first.
All right,
Dan.
sorry,
It's all
yeah.
about
All
you. Transfer. What? 162.
There you go, mate. What was mine?
That is yours.
Oh, that's mine, is it? Oh, get in.
That's what I mean.
Half angle.
What have I been given after winning the league and the cup?
50 odd, isn't it?
70.
70. Ooh. They give you more this time.
Oh yeah, 20 million more. Brilliant. You got over 100.
You've got to get into the Champions League, mate.
Right. 54 goals from Lionel Messi and 53 starts with 27 assists. That's Ballon d'Or worthy.
I'm going to say, yeah, if he's won the Ballon d'Or for that season, you could see why.
Well, it would be the next one he would win for that season, yeah. Lukaku got 44 and 43. So
another good signing in for you.
23 and 11 Sadio Mane coming off the bench, getting 23 goals majority of the time. That's incredible. And that's because Neymar didn't play that much.
Two of your signings in have done really well there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nkulu, his first season, played 50 games. So that was my one signing that I made this summer, which helped me win the league and the cup, to be honest. 5 goals, 1 assist, good average rating. Right, Ballon d'Or time. Who has won the first 2 Ballon d'Ors of this series so far? Ronaldo, with Messi finishing second. Both times. Which stopped the streak of Messi
when you're
winning
going to
it 4
think of
times.
as well, that's consistent of what we know happens.
Yes, it actually
If you win
is.
the Champions League, 9 times out of 10, you will win the Ballon d'Or.
And I got a feeling that's actually what happened, because Messi won it 4 times in a row to 2012.
Yeah.
Ronaldo had only won it once back then, with Messi finishing in second place. So when it's given then, I've got a feeling Ronaldo would have won it these 2 times to make it a little bit close. So at the minute, I think it's 4-3, but we can only check 2 more after that.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find out. Okay. We're on to season number 4, but before that, let's have a look at the points tally. Well, after an amazing season for Omega Luke, I now have a season tally of 10 to Omega Dad's 1, which puts the total points still a gulf between us at Omega Luke of 16 and Omega Dad 26. Now, usually a 9-point swing in the points would make things either a lot closer or propel me ahead, and still I'm like 10 points behind you, which is quite funny. But anyway, let's have a look at season number 4 and what you did, Dad, because it was a fairly eventful summer of you chasing Javi Martinez again and getting rejected again.
Can't believe it, would I? He was the one player I thought would just make my team a lot better.
And
I just couldn't
the
get
one
him, could I?
improvement. Yeah. Well, outside of the one player you did bring in.
Well, there was a reason for this, wasn't there?
Manuel Neuer.
Yeah. My keeper, after that bad season that I had, he wanted to leave. My keeper.
Because, I mean, he's still there.
He was 35 anyway.
Yeah.
But I would have kept him for the last couple of seasons because of knowing how good he is. But he come up and said, I'm not very happy. I want to leave.
Yeah.
So I had to go out and buy myself another goalkeeper.
I mean, you didn't sell him. You didn't manage to sell him. Nobody came in for him, did they?
Nobody come in for it. I think it's because of the wages he was on. But I didn't want to take the chance, did I? That get to the September, that all of a sudden I would lose him and not have a keeper in. So I made sure I got a keeper in, and what a keeper I did get in.
Yeah, Manuel Neuer at this point was the best goalkeeper in the world, I think, as well.
69 million. I mean,
I mean,
it was
a buy in full.
It was a buyout clause as well, wasn't it?
It was, £69 million buyout clause.
Right, that's it. That's the guy I'm going to bring in.
Outside of that, though, of course, you tried to get Javi Martinez, couldn't get him. You sold Casemiro and sold Pepe as well. On to that, you also sold Nuri Sahin, who had not really got into the team for a while. So you signed Diego Reyes for £41 million. I don't really remember what Diego Reyes has done outside of his career in Football Manager, but he is very good on this.
Yeah.
So 23
it's
years
just
of
strengthened my sort of midfield up again.
Yeah.
So strengthen my defence up with a new keeper and strengthen this guy into the squad. I think it was 2 good signings.
Yeah, as your Xabi Alonso kind of substitute, because Xabi Alonso is getting, he's getting 34 now.
That was the thing.
Still good physically.
I knew that was
amazing.
the position I had to get in and make stronger, but this guy just wasn't getting any weaker, so I just can't replace him at the moment.
So tactically, you're sticking exactly the same. This was your treble winning tactic. You had a bad year last year, but you stuck with it.
Keeper straight in.
Yeah.
Which is what I was interested in. So, but what a strike force still there. Look.
Yeah, you've both picked up suspensions recently.
I mean, Alonso's still in the squad as well.
Yeah,
we're still in the starting lineup. So
could be your only weak point.
Yeah,
having somebody who's not that physical in there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that might be the only trouble. Okay. Barcelona. I sold Alexis Sanchez for £53 million. Didn't have enough time to bring anybody in. I actually had a couple of players reject me, including Sakai, who I couldn't get enough money for, which was a fullback who plays both right back and left back, because I couldn't bring it up to £65 million, unfortunately. So that could be something I look at next season. What I did do was I brought in Marek Hamšík on a free transfer. What a free transfer that is.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Unbelievable. I loved Marek Hamšík growing up. From Napoli, incredible player on a freebie. Not gonna lie, love that deal. Victor Wanyama from Southampton before he made his move to Spurs. £69 million, because it's a naughty number. World class CDM. Again, just giving me legs in that midfield. Iniesta and Xavi, both quite old now, in their 30s. Xavi is really old and starting to struggle a little bit. And Wanyama is a good backup for Busquets, who is still a good age and is still my first team in there, but Mascherano, who is his backup, not so good when he's been playing for me, what I've noticed anyway. Yeah. So Wanyama comes in, good option for me, and that has allowed me to play the same tactic. I won the league and won the cup with it. Let's have a look then. If I pick best 11, again, Messi goes in there and Hamšík goes there, which is not what I wanted to happen. I played Messi there last season. He had an unbelievable time. Let's keep him there again. So Hamsik does come into the team, which meant that Iniesta and Xavi would just have to come off. In fact, Xavi's gone at this point. Iniesta can just come off the bench. I mean, what a player to come off the bench.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Andre Iniesta. I mean, he's 32 now, not the best physically, but technically and mentally, one of the best in the world. Schedule. Let's have a look. I'd be in Real Madrid again. Good start to the season.
When I get beat, I get beat, don't I? God,
you had 2 sending off as well.
Oh, no, that was bad.
So that's cost you.
I mean, I can understand Suarez being sent off. He tried to bite someone probably.
Yeah.
But Cristiano Ronaldo being sent off, that's very rare.
Probably had a tantrum.
Yeah.
I scored all 5 goals before the 54th minute. Ooh. At one point, I was 5-1 up. Because you had only scored 1.
That's why Suarez got sent off. Then he was niggly when he always used to get niggly. He was so easy to wind up, wasn't he?
So 5-3, an absolute tonkin there. Villarreal 5-1 to start things off. 7-1 against Numancia, and Valencia 3-0 as well. Good start. But my Champions League group is disgusting. PSG and Man City. I don't know how I've managed to wind up with this, but I feel a bit hard done by. Laurent Blanc's PSG, and if you look at their team, it's incredible. They've got Mauro Zarate playing for them, who was very good on this game, but they've of course got Pedro, they've got Verratti, they've got Lucas Moura, they've even got Ashley Cole at this point. They got Pastore, who's one of the best players on the game, Edison Cavani.
Oh, we loved him, didn't we?
Marquinhos, your player, Sami Khedira, Yeremy Menez. I love Yeremy Menez. Blaise Matuidi when he was very good. Victor Valdez, my old player. Yeah, what a team.
Yeah, definitely.
What a team. And they still got Zlatan.
What a legend that guy is.
A very difficult team to face in PSG. And then I've also got to face against Manchester City as well, with Manuel Pellegrini as the manager, and their players are also disgusting too. They've got Nastasic, who's classed as one of their best players, but on this game was a wonder kid. Joe Hart's still there, Vincent Kompany, Samir Nasri, Gael Clichy, Kevin Morales. They signed Wesley Sneijder, Mika Richards is there. Quite interesting. We've actually had a look at Mika Richards a couple of times.
Yeah,
both of us have gone for right backs. Fernandinho's still there, so yeah, what a team that they've got. And even on their not for sale players, they got Cesc Fabregas, they got Lamela from Spurs, David Silva's still there, Yaya Toure, and Sergio Aguero.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to qualify from this group, but it's going to be very difficult indeed. Let's have a look at your schedule, Dad. We know already you've lost 1 game. That's 1 point to me. Also, you've won 6-1, 6-2,
goals I was scoring to look up to you then.
Very good.
I mean, you score 3 goals at Barcelona, you expect to win, don't you?
Well, I don't know. Not at Messi's Barcelona. I think you're going to concede a lot more. But your Champions League group is a little bit easier than mine. Benfica, Napoli, and Monaco. 3 of the clubs that are on about the same.
I should go through on that.
Yeah, especially because I think we've pinched Monaco and Napoli's best players recently. So they don't necessarily have the strongest team. You've got a bit of a gap. But that can all change in just one summer or just one season, just from a Champions League win.
If you get through your Champions League group, I think you deserve to go all the way.
You should do.
Get to the final. You may not win the final because you'll be playing against me.
Yeah, all right. Or Arsenal. Let's simulate this 4th season and see how we get on. Fourth season. How have you called that back?
Get in.
Beaten by 10 points as well.
I only lost 2 games, so I only lost 1 more after that then.
Yeah, hopefully it was against me. Look how long I was atop as well, and then you just took over, and I couldn't catch you after that. Yeah, you lost 2 games. 102 points. No. Did you draw against me, though? No. Which means you beat me 7-1.
Oh, get in.
At the Bernabeu. Wow. El Clasicos are fun around this time, aren't they?
So much fun we've had with them, haven't we, eh?
We haven't had a 0-0, that's for sure. Ronaldo with 36 goals, Lukaku with 31, Benzema with 26.
I've noticed when I've won the league, both those 2 players have been in the top 3.
Yeah, Ronaldo also had the highest average rate as well, above Lionel Messi.
No surprise with the assists.
Gareth Bale with 25. As a winger, on that winger role, he has been incredible for you, isn't he?
Done the job for me, hasn't he?
I'd probably say you're unsung hero of this series so far.
100%.
Manuel Neuer, the most clean sheets, as well as Akinfeev.
Yeah.
So all 3 of them are up there.
So it's a good buy for me. I'm pleased with that.
Ronaldo and Messi are sharing the man of the matches with 9. With this man here as well, Guillaume Sequeira, who's very good.
Yeah.
Because Granada finished in 3rd.
Unbelievable, eh?
I mean, they were miles behind us, 21 points behind me and 31 behind you. But still, they finished above the likes of Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Well done to them. Okay, we're on Barcelona. Cup competitions. I need one now because you've already picked up 5 points. Oh, no. Semi-final of the Champions League by Chelsea.
Yeah.
You said
and runner-up in the Spanish Cup.
Winner of the Spanish Super Cup. Yes. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. That's what I needed. Again, it's an unbelievable game.
Yeah.
Going into extra time. Let's go to Dad. Champions League. We still don't know who's won it. Who won the Spanish Cup? The Copa del Rey. Oh. What?
Yes. Get in.
A second treble.
Get in. Hey, mate. Who's the Cup Kings now?
Yeah. Chelsea in the final.
I ain't got a cabinet big enough for my trophies.
Hopefully you get it. You're getting this all out of your system before Glory Hunter
starts. I am a bit worried about that,
5-3 against Chelsea after extra time. 114th goal from Luis Suarez and 96th from Quintero there. And the Spanish Cup, which we know is against me, 3-2. 3-2 in 90 minutes as well.
5 goals.
82nd minute, Angel Di Maria, and I hate him.
That was the main reason why I thought Suarez had taken his position, really, wasn't it?
Dad, I was 2-0 up as well. I was 2-0 up. Lionel Messi on the 11th. Dani Alves in the 54th, and you didn't score until the 59th. Quintero was playing. Okay, that's disappointing. No Gareth Bale in the final there. Gareth Bale must have been out injured.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. I had my good team. I had a very good team out. Player I think I was missing was Gundogan, who came off the bench. It's very, very unfortunate.
Cristiano Ronaldo must have been injured as well.
Oh, yeah, Ronaldo. Oh, he's on the bench. That's weird, isn't it? Didn't need him.
We still won, though. He won happy man then, was he?
Oh,
he must have been injured, coming back from injury or something.
Yeah, must have. Okay, disappointing season for me there. Very disappointing because I needed that to close the gap. You've absolutely obliterated me there. 53 goals in 50 appearances from Ronaldo, 38 from Karim Benzema, 21 from Isco, 20 from Hulk, 20 from Di Maria, 18 only from Luis Suarez. Mental. Gareth Bale with 33 assists is the highest. Hulk with 18 is the second highest. That's mental golf in between those two, isn't it? Just shows how unselfish Gareth Bale has been for your team, to be fair. But he is wanted by PSG, and they usually get what they want.
Well, then they've got to cough up with the money, though, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. Okay, your transfer budget, not that you need it, you just want another treble, 117 million.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I bet you will. What am I looking for? 37 goals in... Oh, no. Lukaku got 44. He's higher than Lionel Messi. 37 and 30. Marek Hamsik, 32 and 10. Good signing.
Yeah.
Neymar with 24 and 17. Sadio Mane with 18.
This Neymar played 48 games. He nearly played nearly all the games
He
this season.
did, for a change. He avoided a lot of injuries this season compared to last season. He had a twisted ankle and a bruised ankle. That ankle is causing him a lot of trouble there. Not bad. He's got ankles made of biscuits by the looks of it. Transfer budget, 80 million. That's enough for me to get the right back at the very least. But whether it'll be enough to actually challenge next season, we'll have to find out. It's the 4th season. We need one check left. That's the Ballon d'Or. I think it could be Messi because of last season.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Lionel Messi with Ronaldo, then Romelu Lukaku. So that makes it 5.
That's where we
3.
We should have thought it was going to be. Right?
Yeah,
So.
5-3 in total Ballon d'Ors out of these two, but there's only going to be one left. So Ronaldo can't catch him during this. It's just whether he disrupts it.
We just won the treble, so I think it's his.
I think it is
in the
yours.
bag,
Yeah, I've got a feeling it would
and
be.
he finished league and goal scorer as well, didn't he?
All right, let's have a look at the points tally. So the season points are Omega Luke with a measly 3 and Omega Dad with a total of 16, leaving the total points now Omega Luke with 19, Omega Dad with 42. Right, season number 5. The points tally is, I think, uncatchable. I think blasted me with that. So congratulations. I think you might have won this one. But there's still a 5th and final season for bragging rights purposes. You sold Coentrao to PSG, who wasn't really getting a lot of game time because of Marcelo.
Yeah.
But then you bought a better left back than Marcelo with the money in David Alaba from Bayern Munich.
25 years of age, probably the best left back they had by far. So yeah, I've got him in.
A couple of seasons ahead of why they signed him in real life too. Interesting.
So I mean that just strengthens my defence up even more now.
Yeah. Iker Casillas left and went to Manchester United to play with David Moyes, and you signed Rene Adler as a backup goalkeeper. Good backup as well.
I think he's a good keeper as well. Yeah. But it's obvious who's going to be my starting goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So
Manuel Neuer. So bringing in another German was quite.
Yeah. That really didn't it? So
yeah. That's a
bit of team spirit for the
hopefully
two.
They're friends.
Yeah.
Right, or hopefully not for me. Anyway, let's have a look. You're keeping with the same tactic, Dad, which is the first time I can confirm Dad has ever kept the same tactic all the way through and not touched a single thing.
Yeah, proves I can do it.
Well, yeah.
But when you've got a team like that, you just wouldn't change your tactic. I mean, my forward line speaks for itself all the way through. I bought 1 or 2 players just to help it along, and it just done the business for me, didn't it?
Yeah.
So all I was doing was strengthening the back 5, 6, as in squad players, and when a player got to a certain age, and the other player came in. So
yep.
Didn't have to
Reyes now
it.
pops into that CDM role after a good first season.
So my left back's come straight in.
Yeah.
But Otamendi's there. Look.
Yeah.
And I was surprised Ramos stayed the whole distance for me. I did honestly think by now one of the other guys that I've bought would probably been in that position, but he's only 31, so for a defender, he's still really good.
Yeah, he's class. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at my Barcelona team. What have I been doing this summer? Well, I had rejected a lot of bids, especially from Man United, who kept coming in for Lukaku, but it was never enough money for me to even jump at it because I couldn't find a good enough replacement. He's been quality for me. Dani Alves also wanted to keep going to Man City, but I'm not going to sell a player for £6.75 million when I've only got that in the bank anyway. And I only bought one player, and it was the same player I was trying to get at the end of last summer.
Yeah.
Sakai, good right back who can also play left back, plays on both sides naturally from Stuttgart. £65 million was his release clause. Okay, it's a lot of money for a player that I don't recall ever knowing, but it was either him or Mika Richards, who was anywhere near as good as Dani Alves. So I brought in Sakai, who's just better all round instead of Mika Richards.
He would have just caused chaos in the squad, wouldn't he?
Yeah. So my tactic, I've changed it so I have now 2 strikers and a shadow striker, a Mazzala, a halfback, and a libero on defend. Very interesting.
You were going for full out, weren't you?
Yeah, I've gone for a complete change here for this final season. Pick my best 11. Looks like this. And Messi now goes in the advanced forward role. Lukaku in the complete forward. Shadow striker of Marek Hamšík. And I've got Gundogan in that Mazzala role. I like this. And Kulu in the libero. You'll drop up into here to give us a 2 in holding midfield. Sakai is going to be bombing forward. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I think my favourite signing though is Sadio Mane. He's just been very good and he keeps developing really well.
Yeah.
Actually, I have made another signing. I apologise. I also sold Mascherano to Chelsea and I brought in Victor Fischer. As I recorded earlier, he was a wonder kid in this game. 19 composure, very good attacking midfielder, strong with both feet, £35 million. Been playing a bit of a bit part for Juventus, been off the bench quite a lot, so £35 million was a transfer listed price because he requested to leave, and I'm going to give him some game time. So Victor Fischer comes in. We know Neymar is prone to a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Victor Fischer can play in all 3 of these natural positions that I am playing right now, which I think is very good. Schedule-wise, I haven't played you yet, though. 2-0, 4-1, 6-0, 3-0. It's been a good start, but untested, I would say. Mentioned, don't we? When we change a new tactic, you want to play against a really good team.
Yeah, somewhere just see how it goes.
To see how it goes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think I've been given that. Even, Granada actually finished 3rd.
Yeah.
So I beat them 3-0.
I mean, the good thing with it is you change it to more of attacking side, and you were scoring quite a few goals, and you only conceded the 1.
Yeah. Champions League fixtures, I've got Bayer Leverkusen, Benfica, AC Milan in my group. Now, what's weird about this is it goes into the same format. However, what we recognized in the last season is if you finish 3rd, you go into the Europa League knockout playoff round, but we didn't see the knockout playoff round.
No.
And it was very bizarre. So I'm not sure whether there's a bug in this database or what. I wouldn't be able to question how to do it because I can't even do anything in the editor. So fair play to the guy who created this database. Everything other than that one little thing I think has been incredible.
Yeah,
it's
very
been
good.
very realistic to play an FM14 on FM24.
It's so much fun if you for my age as well, because these players they were just players that in my memory I can remember so well coming through and all that, and it has been fun, isn't it? Because I'd be looking for a player to buy and I thought, oh gosh, I can remember him. I'm having him. The Hulk situation was a prime example, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as I seen the Hulk available, I bought him in, didn't I?
Yeah.
So it was good, really. I have really enjoyed this one.
Okay, I bet you have. 2 trebles. Let's have a look then at Dad's fixtures so far at the start of this season. Very good.
Yeah.
You beat Napoli in the Super Cup. You played against them the last time you had the Super Cup, didn't you? 4-0 Sporting Gijon, 7-1 against Espanyol, 4-1 against Valencia.
That's a good win, and that's a good win. So I've played a couple of good sides as well.
Yeah.
So I was pleased with this start.
And look at your Champions League group, Dad. Man City and PSG.
And Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
Manchester City still got Pellegrini, still got Aguero, still got all those good players. And PSG still got Laurent Blanc, still got all of those good players.
Yeah. Hard group to get through, that is.
Very difficult group.
It's an easy slip-up group, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a banana skin in there, definitely.
I managed to get out of it, though, last time.
Yeah, you did, yeah. So, pressure's on me now.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then. 5th and final season. Less simulated. The points tally, of course, is 19 to 42, so I don't think I'll be getting anywhere close, but I can give it my best shot. Let's just try and bring the gap a little bit closer, shall we? Let's simulate this 5th season. Fifth and final season, champions, 10 points as well. You only just finished 2nd.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I mean, I say only, goal difference of 94 to 35. I think it's on head-to-head as well, so you would have had to have lost to Valencia to drop points, but I won by 10
So we come first and
points.
second of every season, didn't we?
Yeah, which,
So it
as
was
expected,
always going to be against whoever won.
I do think Atletico won the league during this period in real life, so we've stopped that from happening in real life. 3 losses, none against you. Woohoo! A pure season. I did draw 4 games. 4 all. Whenever we draw, it's like...
It was 5 each from the
end.
Yeah,
unbelievable. At home, which meant I beat you at the Bernabeu again. 5-4. Honestly.
Oh, dear.
What a period of time this would have been. I mean, El Clasico is always fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, the
made it
games
so
that
interesting,
we have
didn't we?
had.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I don't think we've ever had a result under 3-2.
No.
It's all. I mean, it's been chop and change in who wins, but we've had some absolute stompings. We've had 5-4s, 5-5s. It's been so fun. That was the league for this season. Romelu Lukaku with 37, Lionel Messi with 30.
Yeah. So that's why I lost the league.
Yeah.
Because look at the average ratings. Look, all 3.
Yeah, all 3 of mine. Victor Fisher, yeah, well done. Neymar.
That's the big one.
Wow.
That's the big one.
Neymar played a lot of games. Yeah. You had the highest clean sheets, and I wasn't there. Victor Valdez is back in the division.
Yeah.
Playing for Valencia, who finished in 3rd place. So well done to them, who got 12 clean sheets in total. Busquets got same yellow cards as Sergio Ramos, as well as Nkulu, who got 12. Very good season. We're on Barcelona. Did I win anything else? No. And this is what I mean about the group stage. I was knocked out in the group stage. Didn't play in the Europa League.
I think the biggest surprise there is Benfica. Nothing against Benfica, because I love Benfica. You know that, guys.
They lost none.
No games in that. I mean, that was a hard group.
Should have been knocked out there. I lost 2 games against Milan and Benfica, and drew 2 against Benfica and Milan. So I only beat Bayer Leverkusen. That's a shame. The Spanish Super Cup. It's another 2 points on penalties.
I'm getting absolutely stuffed this season, aren't I?
3-3.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm so confused with that. I clicked on it. You haven't won the Champions League. Sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I clicked on it. I wanted to see what I did after.
So I've had a real bad season. Last season.
Let's have a look and find out. Competitions. You won the Spanish Cup.
Yes, get it.
You didn't knock me out of it though, but you won the Spanish Cup. You beat Sporting Gijon 3-0 in the final.
So I won something every season.
Yeah. The semi-final first leg, you won 13-1. You beat them 18-3.
That's some semi-final, isn't it?
Yeah. Why did they turn up to the second leg?
I don't know.
It would have been better for them to forfeit.
They were never going to win it, were they?
No, that is absolutely mental. 18-3 in a semi-final. Absolutely crazy. Right, okay. That's like NFL scores. Yeah. You're basically playing rugby against them. That's crazy. Okay, I'm so confused then.
I got to the semi-final.
Yeah.
So I got through that group.
Yeah, you did. Semi-final, eliminated by Juventus. Quarter-final, you knocked out PSG.
Ooh.
So you had them in your group and then faced them in the Milan 6-1 there. You won your group, knocking out Man City. So you only lost 1 game against Man City. You drew 3. You drew Galatasaray twice.
Yeah.
You beat Man City and PSG once. I'm really confused why then I didn't go into Europa League.
Yeah.
But never mind. That's fine. I wouldn't have caught you anyway if I did
say,
that.
You might have got extra points for going. I mean, you probably would have had the best team in the Europa League.
Yeah.
So the chances are you probably gone on and won it. But you wouldn't have caught me though.
No, definitely not. Final season then. Ronaldo got 43 and 45. Luis Suarez got 31 and 15. Hulk 23 and 23. That's your best signing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That first season.
Yeah.
Especially for the amount of money that you paid for him, only £25 million. That's definitely been your best sign. But I think your best player has been Gareth Bale.
100%.
I think he has been absolutely incredible for you.
Cristiano Ronaldo scores the goals and all that, but the assist that he had to set everything up. If he had a good season, we won.
Yeah.
And that's what it was down to, really.
Yeah, even Morata had a good season. 13 goals. I mean, he's 25 now. He would have moved, I think, to Chelsea by now. But there we go. Barcelona, then. How have I done this season? 40 goals and 37 appearances from Romelu Lukaku. That's very good. 35 from Lionel Messi with 17 assists. That's okay. My favourite sign has been Mane, but I think Lukaku's been my best sign.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons he's been your leading goal scorer.
Yeah,
so
he's been incredible.
Anybody who beats Messi, leading goal scorer in that team, has got to be had a hell of a season.
Yeah, I agree. Before we have a look at the points tally, though, transfer budgets, because if you want to take over these saves on the Patreon, you can on the £5 tier or on the channel memberships, patreon.com/MegaLoopGaming, or just press join underneath the video. Have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
If you want to take these over, the save game file will be here on there right now. And I've got £66 million in the Barcelona budget, and I bet you've got more. 82. Not as much as what you've been rocking around with, but a lot more than me. Final thing to check then. Let's have a look at the Ballon d'Or before we check the final points tally. Ronaldo. Yeah, after that treble win. 5-4 in total for Ballon d'Ors. If you do continue this on, let us know who continues to win the Ballon d'Or. What is the final score of Ballon d'Ors if you went to the present day, which means you would have to go another 5 seasons. So if you do go 5 seasons, let us know what the Ballon d'Or score is.
I said that the interesting bit there would be Lukaku scored more goals than Messi.
Whether he overtakes him.
Whether he wins the Ballon d'Or, because Ronaldo didn't have a good season.
No.
So that puts Lukaku better than Messi the season just finished.
Yeah, he could win it. I mean, he finished third in one season.
Yeah.
And then that third place there, and behind Ronaldo in second place. But there we go. Points tally then. I think we know he's won, but let's have a look. So in this final season, then the season points is Omega Luke with 7, Omega Dad with 3, which means the total points, Omega Luke with 26, Omega Dad with 45. Well, congratulations, Dad. You won the retro database versus rebuild. A lot of fun, this one, I must admit.
Was, yeah. We did have a bit of fun, this one, yeah.
I just wasn't taking it seriously, so.
To be honest with you, it was going to be a real fun one because it was the best 2 teams, and it was just down to whose tactic really worked. Better, I think, because we both played good tactics.
Yeah.
You know, but I think my tactic was with the players that I had was just a little bit better than your tactic. Really.
I think that final tactic, the final 5th season, if I had that from the beginning, it would have been an interesting one because that one wiped the floor.
I mean, when you played that tactic as well, you said right at the beginning of that season, you said, I can't win this now. I'm going to try something that I wanted to do was put Messi up front with someone else. Yeah. And it worked for you.
Yeah.
So it was a pity really you didn't do it at the beginning of the chat, just to see how it went. But
I went to be too realistic instead of... I made your mistake.
Yeah.
And you were doing what I normally do.
Yeah.
You were going by what's good in FM. I was going by my nostalgia and wanting to play the 4-3-3 Barcelona style.
Because you kept on moving Messi out, didn't you?
To the right
and the assistant wanted to put him in the centre, but you kept on wanting to put him out. Where I was letting Ronaldo, if he moved Ronaldo out right, which he did a few times, I just let him go with it.
Yeah.
Because the players I knew were in his positions must have been playing really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it proved it because they came in. Hope won the Champions League for me 1 year.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale won it for me another year, and they were changing him around as well.
Yeah,
he was even dropping Bale, wasn't he? Sometimes. I stuck with a tactic, and it worked for me.
Well, there we go. That is the end of the Versus rebuild for this retro database. Give it a go. Like I said, I'll put the link for this actual database in the description. But if you want to take over the save game file, patreon.com/MegaLoopGaming, or press the join tab. And you can go on the memberships for the YouTube memberships, and it'll be on there as well as the podcast that we do every single week. This week we talk about Plymouth Argyle manager being taken by Stoke and who we'd like to think would come in and who's actually going to come in and what our thoughts are about that, as well as other stuff too. There's loads of stuff that we talk about on those podcasts. But of course, the Versus Race to the Prem, the series finale came out last week, which means the full compilation, the full series is out now, and I'll put it up at the top of this screen right now for you to press so you can watch this if you haven't done so. It's the best series we've ever done, said by me, said by everybody who's watched it. So I hope you do enjoy it if you do enjoy watching these. But of course, we'll be back for more rebuilds after Christmas. Have a fantastic Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Enjoy it with all of your loved ones, and we'll see you on Boxing Day for another rebuild. Cheers.